Gangs have existed in various forms across the world for centuries. These criminal organizations can be found in every corner of the globe, from sprawling cities to isolated communities. While many gangs operate under the radar, some have evolved into terrifying global forces, controlling everything from drug trafficking to extortion. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the most dangerous gangs, uncovering shocking facts about their operations, power, and reach. 1. The Mexican Cartels, leaders in drug trafficking. When we talk about the world's most dangerous gangs, we can't overlook the Mexican Cartels. The Sinaloa Cartel, the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, CJNG, and the Zetas are among the most notorious. These organizations control vast swaths of the drug trade, particularly in cocaine, heroin, marijuana, and methamphetamines. They dominate the supply chain, operating not only in Mexico, but extending their reach across North America and even Europe. The level of violence in the cartel world is unmatched. Cartels have been known to use extreme measures to assert control, such as torture, murder, and even beheadings. Their ability to corrupt politicians, law enforcement, and military personnel is what truly cements their power. The Sinaloa Cartel, under the leadership of Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, for example, had a global reach until Guzman's arrest and subsequent extradition to the U.S. in 2017. 2. The Mara Salvatrucha, MS-13, a deadly international presence. Originating in the neighborhoods of Los Angeles in the 1980s, MS-13 has grown into one of the most feared and widespread gangs in the world. Known for their brutal violence, the gang has expanded across the US, Canada, and even into Central America, particularly El Salvador, Honduras, and Guatemala. MS-13's trademark is their ruthless approach to extortion, drug trafficking, and human trafficking. They often use machetes to carry out violent acts, including murders and dismemberment. The gang recruits young people and often forces them into lives of violence. With ties to the Mexican cartels, MS-13's influence in the drug trade is particularly alarming. The FBI considers MS-13 a major threat to the U.S., given their growing number of members and their spread into new territories. 3. The Russian Mafia, global syndicates with unimaginable power. The Russian Mafia, or the Bratva Brotherhood, has been a formidable force in the criminal underworld since the fall of the Soviet Union. Comprised of various criminal groups operating from Russia, Ukraine, and beyond, they have expanded their reach into Europe, North America, and Asia. This mafia is notorious for its influence over both legal and illegal businesses, including arms smuggling, human trafficking, and cybercrime. The mafia's connection with the political elite, businessmen, and even law enforcement makes it one of the most powerful criminal organizations in the world. The group's members are often associated with a culture of extreme loyalty, brutality, and secrecy. Their influence has been so profound that many countries have taken special measures to combat their reach. 4. The Yakuza, Japan's organized crime dynasty. The Yakuza, Japan's most powerful and ancient organized crime syndicate, has operated for centuries, evolving into one of the most disciplined criminal organizations in the world. The group is involved in illegal gambling, human trafficking, drugs, and even construction. Unlike many other gangs, the Yakuza operates openly in Japan, with their members wearing tattoos that signify their affiliation. These tattoos are often elaborate and serve as a mark of pride. While the group has been less violent in recent years due to police crackdowns and internal reforms, they still wield significant power, particularly in Japan's business world. The Yakuza's legacy and influence are ingrained in Japan's criminal history, making them one of the most respected and feared gangs globally. 5. The Italian Mafia, a legacy of control and corruption. The Italian Mafia is legendary, with groups such as the Sicilian Mafia, Cosa Nostra, the Calabrian Ndrangheta, and the Neapolitan Camorra. These organizations are known for their complex operations in drug trafficking, extortion, money laundering, and political corruption. The Sicilian Mafia, in particular, is infamous for its violent operations, which include a mix of traditional practices and modern-day organized crime. Over the years, the Italian Mafia has infiltrated both the Italian government and businesses, using the combination of bribery, blackmail, and assassination to control everything from construction to international drug markets. Their global reach extends well beyond Italy, influencing criminal activities in the US, Australia, and Europe. 6. The Bloods and Crips, rival gangs of Los Angeles. While the Mexican cartels dominate the international drug trade, local gangs in the US, like the Bloods and Crips, still maintain significant power, especially in California. These two groups, which began in the 1970s, have engaged in a violent and long-running rivalry that has claimed thousands of lives over the years. The Bloods, typically associated with the color red, and the Crips, who identify with blue, have spread across the U.S., involved in drug trafficking, robbery, and other violent crimes. Their power comes from their ability to recruit, their high number of members, and their influence in urban neighborhoods. Despite law enforcement crackdowns, both groups have maintained their strength, continuing to control sections of major cities. 7. The Hells Angels, the biker gang with international reach. The Hells Angels Motorcycle Club is one of the most infamous motorcycle gangs in the world, with chapters in over 50 countries. Initially founded in California in 1948, the club's notorious members have become symbols of rebellion and lawlessness. The Hells Angels are deeply involved in illegal activities such as drug trafficking, arms dealing, and organized violence. Their violent reputation is well documented, and they are known to engage in brutal turf wars with other gangs. The club's code of silence, known as the Omerta, makes it difficult for law enforcement to infiltrate their operations. They remain a powerful and dangerous criminal syndicate with deep influence in biker culture and the criminal world at large. 8. The Triads, China's most dangerous criminal organizations. The Triads are a collection of secretive and dangerous criminal syndicates based in China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and even globally. Their roots trace back to the 18th century, and today, they are involved in everything from drug smuggling to human trafficking, extortion, and money laundering. The Triads are known for their ruthless business tactics, having historically engaged in violent conflicts with rival gangs, especially in Hong Kong. The syndicates have deep ties with both local law enforcement and government officials, making it difficult to combat their power. Their ability to organize covertly and exert influence both within China and internationally has earned them a reputation as one of the most powerful criminal organizations in the world. 9. The Colombian Cartels, legacy of Pablo Escobar. Although Pablo Escobar, the infamous leader of the Medellin Cartel, was killed in 1993, the Colombian cartels continue to wield significant influence in the world of drug trafficking. The Medellin and Cali cartels dominated the global cocaine trade in the 1980s and early 1990s, with Escobar's cartel being the most notorious for its violent methods, including bombings, kidnappings, and murders. Even though law enforcement and military efforts decimated these cartels, smaller, decentralized groups have since emerged, still controlling much of the cocaine traffic that flows from South America to North America and Europe. Their control over drug production and distribution ensures their lasting influence on the global drug trade, despite efforts to dismantle them. 10. The 18th Street Gang, a growing force in Central America. The 18th Street Gang, also known as Barrio 18, is one of the most dangerous street gangs operating in the U.S. and Central America. Though it originated in Los Angeles in the early 1980s, it has since expanded its reach, particularly in countries like El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras. The 18th Street Gang is involved in everything from drug trafficking to extortion, human trafficking, and even murder. Their brutal tactics and ruthlessness in enforcing their control over territory make them one of the most feared gangs in the region. They have a long-standing war with the MS-13, with both gangs vying for control of the lucrative drug routes and territories in Central America. The world of gangs is a dark and often horrifying reality, marked by power, violence, and a lack of empathy. From the drug trade to human trafficking, organized crime has left an indelible mark on societies across the world. If you found this exploration of the world's most dangerous gangs both informative and chilling, don't forget to like the video, share it with others, and subscribe to our channel for more content on the darkest corners of the criminal underworld. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.